Hello, everybody. I'm Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese to high schoolers out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and I am thinking my way through the Harvard Project Zero thinking routines. So if you want to help me with this, find me at studio-nemo.com or ping me on the Minecraft Education Ambassadors or the Minecraft Teachers Lounge or the Duolingo Educators Network. We are looking at the 4 C's of considering controversies, dilemmas, and perspectives. We're still in this section. And again, all the thinking routines are located right here. Link is in the description. The 4 C's is also located in synthesizing and organizing ideas. Right here. This is a routine for structuring a text-based discussion. So before we start talking about their 4 C's, let's talk about a different group of 5 C's that are near and dear to our hearts. Okay, this comes from the American Council on Teaching Foreign Languages. Link is in the description for those of you who use CEFR. Our 5 C's are communication, cultures, connections, comparisons, and communities. Now let's compare the two. Okay, we've got connections. Well, that's the same thing, right? So we've got that down pat, right? Now, the next one is challenge and concepts and changes. What if we used communities and cultures as the basis for the whole discussion? Okay, so choose one aspect of the target culture, and we're going to compare it to the students' native cultures and any personal challenges. Okay, so they're going to be communicating their thoughts and their feelings in the target language. So, bam, this whole thinking routine, we've got the 4 C's to the 5th power, okay? Because we can use that lens of communities and culture for looking at the challenges, looking at the concepts, and looking at the changes. So when I do this, I put the students in small groups as we read about a topic or watch a video about a topic. And then I like to use Kagan talking chips. And again, I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again. So this is a way to hold students accountable for what they say. Give everyone 4 chips or 5 chips or 3 chips or however many you want. And then as they go around talking, they don't have to go in order, but she says something, she's got to put her chip in. And then he says something, he puts his chip in. And then he says something, he puts his chip in. But then he thinks of something, a different statement, a different concept, and he puts his chip in. So everyone is responsible for putting in their chips, and then you can make sure that everyone has spoken the same amount. I will have a group of questions that I have made beforehand that I slowly reveal for the students to talk about, or I'll make the questions up on the fly, which sometimes happens. We have to be flexible as teachers. But then I slowly reveal the questions so that the students have something to focus on. And of course, I always have a living word bank as they ask me questions about how do I say this, how do I say that, and I let them code switch if they need to. When you're teaching grammar explicitly, like you're doing pop-up grammar, the grammar translation method, you're doing the audiolingual method, and you're looking at transformation drills, or you're doing community language learning, and you're dissecting a script your class wrote, or you're working straight out of your textbook, depending on the juicy bit of culture that you choose, you're going to need word banks, of course, and sentence frames, of course, always, always, always. And I often do this one with holidays and town festivals, which gives me a really good opportunity to review calendar words. So I make sure that I have those at the ready. When teaching literature, culture, history, art, music, recipes, I like to find a children's picture book about a holiday, or I'll make a quick, simple presentation, a glad big book, if you will, with pictures from in my own youth at various festivals. In our next episode, we are in generating possibilities and analogies now. And the first one that we haven't seen yet is going to be creative comparisons. Hope to see you there.